Hello everyone, Mitchell Ryan Darcy, and I'm standing outside a not windy Cineplex theater, so hopefully audio is going to be a lot better. Is there a giant round ball at every Cineplex? I only thought the one at Winston Churchill had one. Anyways, today I'm going to go see Wreck-It Ralph 2, or I think it's called Ralph Breaks the Internet, I think is the name of the film. But anyways, I'm seeing it in 3D. Non-IMAX, so it's not IMAX, so it's just 3D. I'm a little excited for the sequel, but at the same time, I'm actually not really excited. Where Incredibles 2, I was like, I'm really excited, but the problem is I'm not as excited because it was like a 12 year gap or whatever amount of time it was. Wreck-It Ralph 2 is a entirely weird thing because it's like the first one I really liked and I loved it, and I remember seeing that because that movie only came out 3-4 years ago, so it's not a 14-year gap, so I quite vividly remember the movie and I really enjoyed it. And my first thought is like, I love this film, and then it's like second thought when they announced, hey, we're gonna actually do a sequel and we're gonna deal with online gaming. That was the first original thing they threw out there on the internet, and a lot of people, I was like, that's amazing. I would love to see them take the arcade aesthetic, but now it's home console. It's like every house. I don't know how the hell they're gonna do that because they're Pixar Disney, and a lot of online games aren't exactly 100% kid friendly, most online games, like there is some out there, but like even still, it's dark side internet, anything dealing with the internet, That's why it was kind of weird that when they released the trailer for Wreck-It Ralph 2, it's Ralph Breaks the Internet, and it's not online gaming specifically, it's more just the internet. I kind of did not like that idea. I don't think the internet is so big and all that. They should have maybe did the internet for the third one, if they would do a third one for Wreck-It Ralph. I think the second one should have just stuck to gaming in general, online gaming. But a part of me is like, there's no way they could figure out how to get an arcade into the people's homes, because people, when you're playing on consoles hooked up entirely different than an arcade, and I haven't been to an arcade. Well, every Cineplex that has a little arcade, and if you go there, it's severely outdated. There's no internet or anything that's like hooked up to the machines. The machines don't need really internet, except for I think some arcade games have like a worldwide score that you're competing against everybody else. So it's like, I'm not warming up to the idea of it being centered around the internet. Though it is awesome seeing all the Disney princesses in, CGI Pixar form, or not Pixar, but like the 3D, the newer animation style, because, back then they were just 2D hand drawn, but now they're 3D, and then it's like, I think they got most, if not all, the original actresses who did the voices. I don't know about the more older ones. But it's like, wow. And then it's like, I feel like this movie might be a little bit too much. This is going to be probably, I never saw the Emoji Movie, but from what I've heard, it's like, oh, it's big commercial and all that, and it's just here to push products. But, with Disney owning so many properties, and I believe in one part of the trailer, there's a Disney section. It's like, we're only really going to see Disney stuff. My question is, are we going to see more stuff that isn't owned by Disney that they license for the film? Are we going to see Mario? Are we going to see Sonic? And that's what I feel like already, that this movie feels like it's already lost some of the charm that the first one had, with the arcade and a lot of nostalgia and like older games and all that. Now with the internet, it's like, you're not going to have that much nostalgia. You're going to have a little bit, but like, I don't know. Time to watch Wreck-It Ralph 2 in 3D. I'm never gonna say Ralph Breaks the Internet. That doesn't even sound like a good standalone film, let alone a sequel.
Hello everyone, welcome to the darkness of my car. I just finished driving home from the movie, and I just need a little bit of time to think about this film because my first impressions after coming out of this film is was surprisingly one of the best films I've seen this year. Like this it's so weird. It's such a weird feeling because it's like I went into this movie, I'm like, I'm not gonna like the plot as much. I mean, it's gonna be cool with references and all that, but it's like, I don't know how bad it's gonna be. And surprisingly, I'm during the movie, I'm even like the first 10 minutes of the movie, I'm hit over the head, and I'm just reminded that even though it is Disney and it's a giant corporation, they still know what to do. And I'm just surprised going into it thinking, oh, it's not going to be good. It's going to be crazy different. Maybe like, like Cars 2, but like, yeah, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was surprisingly good, surprisingly meaningful, and it just it did the right things. And it surprised the hell out of me with certain things and all that. None of which I'm gonna spoil because this is a no spoiler review. Because damn it, this was very good. I'm not saying I only do spoiler movies for the movies that are bad, or movies I didn't like, but I was afraid it would be maybe, I don't know, not chaotic, but like there was a lot of stuff in this movie, but at the same time, it just made sense where it went and how it gradually went. Literally, maybe the weakest part of the film is sort of the cliche liars revealed truth sort of type thing moment, which was so brief and just so on the point. I've seen this a million times. It didn't really hurt the film that much, surprisingly. Because I enjoyed the rest of it. Like, there's couple scenes where I'm like, this scene alone was worth the price of admission. This scene alone, I don't care if the rest of the movie is absolute. I don't care if they didn't even finish the rest of the movie. I loved it. Like it's many of those type of moments. Let's say there's many characters who are voiced by the characters, like the actual actors and actresses that played those characters originally. Let's just say that. Felt it was a little weird. Kind of, you have all the licensing for like Google, YouTube, and all that, but yet they still have fictional companies to make fun of those companies. That's the only little weird thing I found with the movie. Like, for example, you got the Google type search engine, but it's knowledgeable. I actually didn't see the name of it or hear the name as well, but it's like it felt like it could have been a real search engine, but you kind of know it's not, just so they can play around with it. Same thing with YouTube and Buzz Video, or no, BuzzTube, and just a little weird there, but I can understand why they had to do that, just so they can play around with it a bit more, leave the stuff that they paid for trademark wise as maybe little props, items, or little Easter eggs in the background and all that. For the most part, the characters designs, like the newer characters, like excluding the trademarked heavily Disney princesses and all that, who it was really fun seeing them all together, and what they did with it, and in fact that it actually did intertwine with the plot really nice. Once again, I'm trying not to spoil it, so I highly recommend seeing Wreck-It Ralph 2. If you've seen the first one and even liked it, I would recommend checking out this one. If you like Disney, I would recommend checking it out. Well, who am I kidding? If you like Disney, you've already seen this movie. Pretty fun movie from beginning to end. I'm just surprised how much they fit into a 2-hour film. Like, it's almost unbelievable how I don't even know. I would love to see the timestamp of when things happened, like movie wise. Just the editor and me, just to see how much they packed. Like, it felt like by the time it got to the third act turning point and all that, it felt like I've already seen an entire movie and we're in extra innings at this point. That's just how much sort of it moved along really briskly. I love the new characters, like the oh man, the was it Spammy and Doug. Oh, Doug. Oh my god. Oh my god, that might be my new favorite character in a Disney film ever. Oh my gosh. I think his name was Doug. This movie I have to rewatch because there was a lot of it that sort of hit a bit close to me with the whole friend thing and all that. I don't really want to say more in this video, but yes, this is one of the best films of the year. Loved the during credit scene and the end credit scene. No spoilers, but I gotta say, for me, the end credit scene was spoiled by in the credits when they went to music, because I usually look out for that because there's songs I want to see who was artists and all that. If you want the end credit scene to not be spoiled, do not look at the copyright for music in this movie as it came up. Just literally look away, because it will. You can always look up the music afterwards on the internet. Yeah, that's my little warning, because I was looking at the music credits and I'm like, wait a minute, I don't remember that being in this movie. And I'm like, wait a minute, and then it was, yeah. I want to know what you thought of Wreck-It Ralph 2, or I'm just gonna call this movie Wreck-It Ralph 2. I want to know what you thought of Ralph Breaks the Internet. Thank you very much for watching. I want you to have a nice day or night or whatever time you watch this. Have a nice whatever. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it.